I'm Jahnavi. I'm an associate professor and I'm into this teaching field from a long time, more than 18 years. And I am teaching competitive students and students who are getting admissions into universities from a long time. And I have a number of successful candidates who have entered and pursuing their career and have settled also. Okay, so here I am to help you out in this in English. You all are very lucky in one way, because earlier you used to have grammar, vocabulary, comprehension passages and all. So you need to cover a lot many questions and lot many topics. But very fortunate, because the syllabus has been condensed and you have only comprehension passages. But the only thing is the vocabulary where you have to come across and understand in order to understand and answer the questions. Okay? But, okay. And out of 150 questions for you, you have 30 questions in English with 6 passages. Each passage have 5 questions. And there are types of questions. They may go with the summary questions, tone of the other questions, inference questions. So in comprehension passages, the most important thing what you have to do, I just want to go with that first, because on the screen I think you can see they are giving you 30 questions. Even last year also they are giving you 30 questions, 6 passages with 5 questions each in. Okay. First important thing for any examination to succeed is time. Time is the important factor. Even the clever students, the students who have good knowledge, who can understand and know the answers but still not able to answer, is only because of the time factor. You know this because the time what you have is 120 minutes, but the questions what you have is 150 questions. It is 150. So I think you understood the importance of time here. So if you divide it for each question you get 45 seconds. Now this 45 seconds you have to read the question, read the multiple choice options, and then select your answer and mark it in your OMR sheet also. So 45 seconds you should be able to do this. But remember one thing, you are in English, it's not just reading the question and options and marking your answer in the OMR, but you have to read the passage also. Okay, so if 150 questions, 120 minutes is divided, and if it is taking 45 seconds for each, see how much time you have to spend on the passage. So the next important thing along with the time management is the reading speed. The reading speed is very important. Most of the students, what I observed, whom I have observed, they read 1 or 2 words together. 1 or 2 words together. That's not fast reading. In order to have fast reading, you need to pick a few words together, like 4 to 5 words. This you can practice by keeping a timer. You can pick a 10-line passage or 8-line passage and see how much time you are taking to complete that passage. Note the time, but don't read the same passage again and again, because next time you will become comfortable with that passage. So within very short time you can read the second time the same passage. So try it with different passages. Take different passages, see how much time you are taking. Okay, that's very important. Along with timer, reading speed, you improve it along with the time. That's very important. And when I told you what are the important things, let me tell you one more important thing here, and that's the obstacle what the students face. Comprehension passages are nothing but the information is given already in the passage, and they ask you questions, the answers are already existing in the passage. There are answers already. It's like open book system. But then why students are not able to get out of 40 in this? Why are they not able to answer the questions accurately? I'm not saying correctly, accurately. Why? Because they have the problem of understanding. That's what comprehension itself means, understanding. They call it comprehension. Comprehension itself means understanding. Understanding, to understand. What is that you have to understand? The passage what you read you need to understand. How should you understand? You should understand in such a way that how the writer wants to understand. How the writer wants you to understand from the writer's concept of you, from the writer's viewpoint, you have to understand it. But most of the students will read it from their viewpoint. So whenever you are reading a passage, do not let your own ideas interfere. Read it with open mind. Read it from the author's viewpoint. Then you'll be able to understand it properly. And as I told you, the obstacle where the students face is understand. They don't understand it properly because of the vocabulary.
If there is a word which is very tough and which we are not able to understand, then what should we do? Then the meaning of the sentence will change.
Yeah. A word, if you find any difficult.
How many words per minute should the speed be for us?
Now for reading the passage and answering 5 questions, you have to complete it within 4 to 5 minutes, each passage. And that is a very comfortable timing for you actually, because for all the 6 passages, 5 into 6, 30 questions, you should complete it in 24 minutes. So fast reading you may pick up, but fast reading along with understanding is very important. Now here Gokul asked me a doubt. What if you come across a difficult word? Actually, that is the challenge what students face when they read the comprehension passages. The difficult words. Because mostly they come across the strange words which they don't come across. They don't have the... Normally students read the academic books. They don't read the other articles or other topics. A science student reads science. Will not be interested in reading arts or economy or other fiction and arts culture related topics. So, there is no chance for him to know the terminology, the vocab, the words which are related to that particular field. Okay, so here the student faces the problem. So once if you start vast reading, along with fast reading, you need to have vast reading. That means try to cover all aspects, all kinds, space, chemistry, physics, economy, polity, arts, fiction, non-fiction, essays, articles. Try to read all these things. And all these things you can see even in newspapers also. If you see Hindu, it covers all these sections. Hindu newspaper is a complete, covers all these sections. So it is best to read the newspapers, then move on to the magazines. That's good. And Gokul asked me, what if we come across a word where we do not know the meaning? Always remember, whenever they are giving you a passage, they'll never leave you clueless. There will be somewhere some clues, like hidden treasure. You have to find it. And the first way of understanding the meaning of the word in a passage is the context. Context is the first thing where you can understand the meaning of the word. And then you can have the general meaning also. A word carries 2 meanings. For example, if I say, I want to open an account in a bank. I want to open an account in a bank. What does bank means? What does it mean? Bank means? It's a financial institution where daily transactions, savings, credit, debits happens. We went to the bank of the river to have a evening walk. Now again I have used the word bank. I went We went to the bank of the river to have an evening stroll. See again, in the previous sentence I said for an evening walk. Now I have used the word stroll. When you walk leisurely, then we call it as a stroll. Understood? So that is a synonymous word for walk. So you should have this, you should know the synonyms also. So based on the context, you can understand the meaning. When I say we went to the bank of the river, you know what bank I mean here. It's the river bank. But when I say I opened an account in a bank, you know what bank is that? It's a financial institution. I addressed the students. That means I'm talking related upon, addressing them. But when I say I wrote address on the envelope, the address differs. So the context would be the first thing for you to understand the meaning of the word. And another thing, as I told you, the vast reading will help you to come across many words. Even in a general day-to-day life also, most of them use very few words. They repeat the words again and again. So where is the chance of coming across new words? When you listen to the lectures, maybe through lecturers you may hear some words, by reading the reference books, by reading articles, by reading newspapers. All these will give you few words. And apart from these, because all the students will follow these. But how are you different from others? So you have to be a step ahead. Do something different from what others are doing. You know, everybody, whoever are preparing for the exam, they read the books, they read the newspapers, they read the magazines. So what else you can do? Then try to find out. Buy that book where you can improve your vocab. Find those techniques and methods where you can enrich your vocabulary. Okay, so try to do differently what others are doing. And then it will become very easy for you. As I told you, time factor is very important. Fast reading and vast reading is also important. Understand the passage from the writer's point of view, because you will not have direct questions all the time. There are types of questions. Again, this is another one where students may face problem. Types of questions. There would be direct questions, there would be inference questions, there would be the tone of the author questions. Now let me tell you, direct questions you will find answers directly. Inference questions, you need to understand the passage. And coming to the tone of the passage, nowhere they will give you straight that the author's tone is critical, author's tone is pessimist, optimistic and all. You need to infer it after reading the passage. So there are a list of words where it will show that how the tone of the author will be. For that also you have to read as many passages as possible. Okay? I hope I have covered most important things in the passage. And I told you they may give you any sort of passage. That's what I told you, to go with a vast reading. Because if you analyze, if you look at the 2021 question paper of the CLAT, you can see what they have given there. Look at the topics what they have given. The various topics of the passages, the 6 passages. One is a detective fiction story. You know, let me share one important thing. Some time back, they did a research in America, in Britain, in foreign countries. They asked the students, you know who is Sherlock Holmes? They said he is an actor. They said he is a person, very famous detective. What do you say? Who is Sherlock Holmes? Who is Sherlock Holmes?
It's a book.
A fictional character.
Yes, it's a fictional
Fictional
character.
character.
Yeah, it's a fictional character created by Arthur Conan Doyle. But it has gone into the public so much that people believed that it's not a character but it's a person. They feel that he is a person who is alive once upon a time. There are many series on Sherlock Holmes, there were films also. Okay, so such fiction, detective, crime, okay. They have given you one passage from Sherlock Holmes, A Scandal in Bohemia by Arthur Conan Doyle. He is the writer who created this fictional character. And who created our Harry Potter character? Harry Potter character? Who created?
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling. So you need to be in touch with the fiction also. Not with all the books, at least with the famous books. Okay? And success and failure of various projects. Vaccinationalism. Today, it's more than 1.5 years, I think, we are facing pandemic. We have been house arrested because of this coronavirus, which traveled globally without passport, without visa. And it bound all the people into their houses. Even the naughty children were bound. They were confined to homes. Ones where husbands, they won't get leave, even if they try. Now they all are sitting at home, working from home. Work from home has become a culture. Okay, now it has become an essential thing during the pandemic. Okay, so this can be combated only with proper vaccination. The virus can be combated with only proper vaccination. This current event, vaccination, they talked about. And how, I think those who are reading newspapers, they might have known. In India, not all the people have been vaccinated, but still Indian government has sent free samples, free vaccination to other countries. There was a lot of criticism. But still, we have the capability of preparing those drugs which are required for the Indian citizens. Now if you see, most of them have been vaccinated. I do not know how far it is true, but I came to know that in a month or two they are coming up with a vaccine for the children also.
55%
Yeah. So there was a controversy, there was some issues, there was some backlash. So they have discussed that. So I think you have seen how important you have to keep in track the current events which are happening. Okay. And then another one, the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, South Africa. Actually, the freedom struggle, Nelson Mandela, I think for Africans were the one who have been really discriminated very badly, harshly. Something about that topic which happened earlier has been given. So it's not just only the present, the one which happened in the past they have covered. And education, the current pandemic, again related to the online classes, how it is going on and all. And future ready about the jobs and all. Now, as you said, how will we come to know? They have given you one thing here, gig jobs. When you read the passages, you will find gig jobs. Another term. See, always during the time, new terms are coming. Don't think that there are the words which have been given in the dictionary are the only words. Once upon a time, we don't have the word called Googling. Googling has become a word now. It entered even in the dictionary. So people, in usage, what all words have been used by the people, those words obviously will take place in the dictionary. Don't think the words in the dictionary ought to be used by the people. It's vice versa. We do use the words which are there in the dictionary, but remember the words what you are speaking. Those words, once if everybody speaks and it gains popularity, immediately it will take its place in the dictionary. So, you can come up even with new words also, like how they say Googling, surfing, okay, and two words together, compound words, there are a lot many words. Okay, edutainment, have you heard this word?
Yes, ma'am.
Two words, education and entertainment together. So who said that you have to follow only one word which is being given in the dictionary? Combine and come up with other words. Or you yourself come up with new word. There's nothing wrong in this. That word will take place in the dictionary if it is used by me. Okay, so you can see the new terms also. Not only about the present, past, but they have come up with a fiction, a present topic, current issue which is related to vaccinations, and the future issue where we are struggling like employment, jobs and all. So what topic is not covered there? That's what I said, vast reading is required. Now these all are almost 200 to 250 words, more or less, 200 to 250 words. And very few passages you may come across certain words, difficult words. But once, twice if you give reading, you will understand it. There are two ways in approaching the passage. One, a conventional way. Read the passage, move on to the questions, read the questions and then read the options and mark your option. That's the conventional, traditional method of approach. There's another approach. The students who are good, they come other way around. They first read the questions so that they will understand what are they asking. So while reading, they will keep that in mind and start reading the passage. But remember, if you read one question and go back, or if you read passage, come back to the question and then again go back and search, that's that much of time you don't have. That's what, while reading itself, you should be able to pick the words. Try to read and understand. Fast reading with proper understanding, that too from the author's viewpoint, is very important. I told you. Now look here. Read an extract from a scandal and
1 QP English language. Passage 1. Read an extract from A Scandal in Bohemia by Arthur Conan Doyle. I rang the doorbell and was shown up to the chamber which had formerly been in part my own. With hardly a word spoken, Sherlock Holmes waved me to.
Okay. Now look here. There, if it's an online test, what you're writing, try to memorize that important word in your mind.